Hi, my name's Brianna and I go to Westlake High School and I'm in 11th grade. My life before Jesus was, I grew up in a Christian family, but they didn't go to church every Sunday. They went whenever they wanted to or needed to, and many of my family struggled with alcoholism, drugs, and just like drug abuse and many different issues. And I never really thought much of it, but when I was younger, my dad had left my family and moved away, and I didn't really see him much. And in the summer going into 6th grade, I visited him, and I came back and for some reason got super depressed and sad and didn't really know, I was just confused and didn't know what to do with myself, and just transitioning into middle school and being with older kids, and just was kind of overwhelming. And then I ended up transferring schools in 7th and 8th grade, and in 8th grade I smoked weed for my first time, and I thought it was cool at the time, even though people were like, "What are you doing, Brianna? You're making mistakes." And I was just like, whatever, it's no big deal. And then going into 9th grade, I started getting into drugs and alcohol and more weed, and started struggling with that life, thinking it was awesome, and I was having a really great time, and drugs were the only thing that could ever make me happy, and they were just awesome, and I always wanted to be on something. Every day I was on something, even at school. I just thought I just felt good and didn't really think about anything else besides myself. I started stealing and just taking advantage of people and just doing horrible things. And sophomore year, I started calming down a little bit, but I stopped doing drugs, but then I ended up drinking a lot. Every day after school I'd get wasted, and it was really bad. And I ended up meeting Joey Galeri, and I am so blessed to say that he came into my life, because I would be a wreck if I didn't meet him, because he in a way I helped myself, but he was always there for me, and he brought me to church and for my first time and showed me there's other ways to feel good and be happy. When I came to church for my first time, I wasn't really sure, because I had gone to Calvary before and I knew it was an amazing environment and the people were awesome, but I hadn't gone in a while. Going to the high school ministry was just eye-opening, and seeing all the amazing people there and how happy they were, and just they weren't bad people like the people I had been hanging out with. And so I decided to keep coming because I was having an amazing time there, and I ended up going to Hume Lake because I wanted to go on a trip. I just wanted to get away. That was my mindset at first. And then I got to Hume Lake, and we went to the first chapel, and it was so much fun. It was just amazing. And I remember, I think it was either the last day or the second to last day, the pastor said, "If you accept Jesus as your Savior, please stand up." And I stood up with my friend, and we were just had this amazing feeling, and we were just so happy, and just felt complete. It's just we didn't need all those bad things anymore, because we had Jesus and he saved us from all those things. And that was probably my first time realizing Jesus. Since I found Jesus, I haven't been drinking or doing drugs or stealing or doing those horrible things, and it's honestly so much better than doing any of those things. And anyone who is struggling with those drugs and alcohol and all those horrible issues will get through it, because there's hope. And life with Jesus is just, I've been a lot happier, and I made new friends, and I got away from those bad people, and I'm even trying to help some of them now, because I realized that they don't deserve to be going through what they're going through, and they can join me in like this amazing like feeling. If someone here is struggling with drugs or alcohol or partying, I know what you're going through, and even though the pain and like those issues that you want to like feel better about are just like bringing you down, and like you feel like alcohol or drugs are just like they help you and they make you feel better, and like you don't think about those things for a little while, I'm gonna tell you that Jesus is 10 times better than those things, and being happy with Jesus and knowing that you're not alone and knowing that He's always there for you is way better than being high or drunk.